Don't lie, bro. We all just chilled at night, man. And we see some car like this just look at us in the eyes, bro. Devil eyes. Rapers, what's is good? It's your boy Laser. Yes, Advisor back with another scary reaction video. These are the scary content. So continue to laugh. You guys reacting to top 5 Stephen King horror movie theories. Guys, Stephen King is like the GOAT when it comes to scary shit or die straight. If you enjoy scary content, he's more scary videos. It's sleeping. You subscribe to the notification bell icon. I also stream every night on Twitch. Go check out the streams. Fucking amazing. Let's dive straight in this video.
Just
bro, I'm running out of videos
the greatest
to react
single
to.
influence
That's
on
serious.
horror of the past 50 years, with over 60
Like, it took me like almost an hour just to find this one video to react to.
books published, dozens of movies based on his works, and plenty of interaction with the horror community at large. The man is indeed the king of horror. You get it? The king of horror. Even though we gotta start before the cinematic universe trend took over pop culture, folks have been theorizing about all sorts of crossovers and universes and running gags throughout his works. These ideas have been especially prevalent when discussing movies based on his writing. It makes sense, seeing as he's got an eye for grisly detail and revisits themes often.
I just realized this is such a dumb question, but like, I hope I'm not. I hope I don't sound dumb when I ask this, but it's like, why did he say "Here's Johnny" when his name is Jack Torrance or whatever? Is that just like a short name for? I don't fucking know. I think that was a slow ass question. I might be missing something here, but
some stand out above the rest, either by being extra ridiculous or by really getting the hamster wheels in people's skulls spinning. Either way, it's time to discuss some of the more interesting ideas out there. Hello horror heads, and welcome back to the scariest channel on YouTube, Top 5 Scary Videos. I'm your horror host, 𝐂𝐚𝐳, and today we're going to take a look at the top 5 Stephen King horror movie theories. Before we get going, make sure to check out our top 5 scary literature playlist right over here. Wicked, let's begin. Coming in at number 5, we've got Pennywise Penitentiary. Pennywise is a recurring character throughout the Stephen King universe, whether he intended for that to be the case or not. All sorts of theories peg Pennywise as an omnipotent being who tortures people across timelines and stories.
bro, Pennywise, Pennywise, please don't tickle my pickle.
Some seem a little far-fetched, while others seem to think that the malevolent energy that shows up in many King stories is all connected. But try this one on for size. One of King's largely horrorless tales, The Shawshank Redemption, could actually be fueled.
This was such a good movie. I saw it in school. This was such a good movie. I really enjoyed this movie. Then you I like how you found out how fucking crazy the goddamn owner of the prison was, bro, or the place. Like, he ended up being some corrupt ass motherfucker, bro.
By the killer clown himself. Consider the following. A great deal of the inmates at Shawshank claimed to be innocent.
And I think the best part about it was, yeah, they were innocent. Like, these fuckers ended up getting out too.
Sure, it might be a bit of an overstatement, and honestly, probably a little bit of an inside joke among the old timers, but what if it was—
I swear, bro, like, I need a friendship like these two fuckers, man. These fuckers had the best bond ever in the movie, dude. Like, when I watched, this was probably, dude, like, of all the movies I like, watched in, like, fucking, like, school back in the day, this was probably, like, one of the few interesting ones I actually really enjoyed. Like, this one was really fucking good. Really good.
It was true. We all know that Pennywise can influence people to commit all sorts of atrocious acts, things they wouldn't consider doing otherwise. We've seen this happen with Henry Bowers in Derry. Sure, he was a violent bully, but he wasn't about to go around murdering a bunch of folks, including his abusive father.
He has that one haircut I can't fucking stand, bro. I can't talk because I've had this haircut before. I used to have that. I had that mullet phase, bro. Holy fucking shit. If you look at my Courage the Cowardly Dog TikTok theory, bro, I had a mullet, dude. Fucking hell. That was such a terrible phase I went through. I regret it so much. I wish I never went through it.
So if Pennywise has demonstrated the ability to make one person act out of character and more murderous than usual, why wouldn't he be doing this all over the place? The folks who ended up at Shawshank may have actually committed the crimes they claim to be innocent of, but just can't remember doing so, taken over by the will of Pennywise to cause mayhem. Or maybe Pennywise took over somebody else and ended up framing the folks who ended up in the 𝐒𝐚𝐳𝐵. Either way, it's a fascinating theory and ties two of King's most famous works together, even though they're very totally different. Should they rename the prison at this point? Coming in at number 4, we've got Maximum McQueen. I don't think you're ready for this one. I know I wasn't when I first read about it. Okay, deep breaths now. Disney's Cars universe and Maximum Overdrive take place in the same timeline. Lightning McQueen is a descendant of the insane autonomous vehicles—
I swear these theories be so fucking bullshit, bro—
from the classic comedy horror. Think about it. Based on his short story Trucks, in which all the trucks on Earth suddenly gain sentience and start to enslave the human race under threat of screeching metal death, Maximum Overdrive doesn't paint a very hopeful picture. After a comet awakens something in every vehicle and electronic on Earth, folks have a tough time surviving. The biggest issue, surprise surprise, is
Oh, look at all that blood and guts.
the violence capable of being committed by all sorts of cars. Trucks, vans, sedans, hatchbacks, you name it.
Dude, being run over. Oh, no. No. Don't run me over.
These things are heavy, fast, and hard to destroy without the use of another vehicle or a driver heading into a wall. If this were to continue for an extended period of time, humanity might be hurting big time. Without vehicles to keep the supply chain moving, folks wouldn't be able to live life comfortably, and with murderous cars patrolling outdoor spaces at all times, it's not likely folks would have a good run at starting fresh. If the ill effects of the comet stayed behind, humanity would probably go extinct. We're just not ready to reap what we've sown by insisting that every American own a personal vehicle. Oh, and that applies to real life too, unfortunately. I seriously doubt high-speed trains would ruin everything if they gained sentience, what with tracks and all.
Nah, man, like, don't lie, bro. We all just chilled at night, man. And we see some car like this just look at us in the eyes, bro. Devil eyes! Then the car starts all of a sudden turning like a demonic-controlled, possessed vehicle. And it starts doing this. It starts chewing on us, bro, and eats us out.
But back to the theory. Humanity driven extinct by vehicles. Vehicles retaining sentience. Cars creating their own society. Cars. Flash forward a few hundred years and we've got a flourishing vehicle civilization built on the grave of humanity. They drive around, fueling up, running businesses, becoming famous athletes. And that, folks.
Dude, this is, oh my god. Bro, please, I want to just go, is this actually real? Like, is this a real place? This looks kind of like Photoshop in a way, but is this real? Is this fucking real, bro? Please. Oh my fucking god, bro. If I ever become like goddamn... Well, I mean, like, you don't even have to have money for this, but it's like, I swear I would die. This would be like the dream date, bro. Like, give me this entire area by myself, bro. You know, have like pre-made like food and like packages in like one of these buildings, bro. Just have this entire area like abandoned, bro. Me and like some fucking love just go walking around here, bro. Holy fucking shit. Oh my.
This is how Maximum Overdrive led to Disney's Cars. Ka-chow. Coming in at number 3, we've got Ice is Not So Nice. Here's another wild one for you, and it has to do with Disney animation too. Get this, some folks claim that Frozen is an alternate universe reimagining of Kubrick's The Shining. Now I know that King doesn't really like what old Stanley did to his story of alcoholism and redemption, but the Shining...
Yeah. Didn't fucking Stephen King like have a whole like... The movie was so good, bro, but didn't Stephen King like have so much against this movie? Like, yeah, didn't he say he hated it or some shit like that? He didn't like how they did it? I don't know. I thought the movie was fucking amazing, bro. For the 80s, that shit was fucking beautiful masterpiece.
King is an outstanding film. The ending is a little different than what King imagined, but the frozen fate of Jack does make this theory possible. So let's take a look at some of the characters from Frozen. There's Elsa, the cold, isolated individual with a history of violent outbursts. And Anna, the young, innocent ingenue once damaged by the person they idolize.
Frozen came out 11 years ago.
Kristoff, a rescuer who makes his way through ice and snow to protect the innocent. Now think about The Shining. Jack, who heads off into the snowy mountains to write, becoming more unhinged over time. And Danny, the young, innocent ingenue, once damaged by the person they idolize. And Halloran, a person who finds a way to snowmobile out to the Overlook to help Danny. Although he was much more helpful in the book, unfortunately. Taking place largely in the snow, having folks lose their minds, and featuring a hit musical number by Idina Menzel all ties these movies together. Okay, maybe that last one isn't true. Maybe this theory is silly and too far-fetched and relies heavily on some loose tropey character analysis.
This was such a beautiful movie, man.
But it is too much fun not to talk about. Scream away about it down in the comments. Coming in number 2, Randall Flagg could be walking behind the rose. Oh me, oh my. There are plenty of theories concerning what is actually happening in the cornfields of Gatlin, Nebraska. Some say the field is afflicted by the same curse that keeps the tall grass inescapable, and others claim that the deadlights have something to do with it, possibly roping in Pennywise. But one that stands out above the rest is the idea that Randall Flagg could have taken his affinity for corn a little too far. The big bad in The Stand, who also appears throughout the Dark Tower series, really does love the all-natural source of sweeteners and ethanol. Is it too much to say that he would have no problem using this love to convince a bunch of wayward kids to perform sacrifices in a podunk town? He's got no problem killing people en masse, why not have a little fun with it? Poor Isaac and Malachi might not have been so bloodthirsty and unfortunate if they had just avoided corn worship altogether. Mr. Flagg couldn't let that happen though. But now we have to wonder if there really is a connection between the cornfields and the fields of Tulsa.
Man, bro. Fuck. What is my obsession with, like, fucking cornfields, man? Dude, give me, like, a place, like a fucking church like this or what. I don't know what that is. Give me, like, an abandoned. I swear, bro, like, I said this in one of my other videos, and some soft-ass motherfuckers got offended over it, bro. Give me some abandoned, like, building in, like, the middle of, like, a fucking cornfield, bro, or just some big-ass field, bro. And let me just take a picture, like, in front of it, man. That'd be fucking crazy. Like, on fire. Like, give me an abandoned building, bro, that's on, like, fire, bro. Oh, man. And me just taking a picture in front of it, that'd be cool as shit.
Tall grass. Less explicit demons there, more general insanity fueled by dark forces. And finally at number 1, they're all connected. You knew this was coming. Everyone's favorite Stephen King theory is that all of his stories are connected in some way. Is it even a theory at this point? Like, it was more or less confirmed by the Dark Tower, right? I suppose that's on the literary side of things where it's like explicitly confirmed. Places like Castle Rock and Derry show up all over the place throughout both literature and cinema, and lots of characters and events seem to cross over. It all seems to center around Maine, which makes sense because that's where King was born. But then there are the cross-dimensional bits that seem to exist in a multiverse equivalent to Maine's somehow. The Dark Tower, both in writing and on screen, is the major link between worlds here. It introduces the ideas of thinnies, places where reality is a little thinner than usual, allowing things to slip between worlds. That's how we get stuff like the creatures from the mist in our world, and it's also likely how Pennywise gets around a lot of the time. Plus, there are countless non-supernatural connections between characters. People from different King stories grew up next to each other, or have cousins that know cousins, or children that show up at schools or in marketplaces and so on and so forth. It's hard to say whether King intended for all this to be the case from the start, but as time goes on, folks discover more and more connections. Pretty wild, right? Well, I hope that was as fun for you as it was for
Well, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Guess which one of the Stephen King horror movie theories was the most terrifying to you? If you're scared content, these are more scary videos like features and to do. I'll see you next one. Peace.
Extra large money.